Right, today we're going to investigate the Golden Mask Finder 5 Plus SE. Quite a mouthful in itself. I find Golden Mask very difficult to actually work with in terms of you can't shut the damn things up half the time. They seem to be very prone to EMI. But I'll go through the settings I am using at the moment and try to see if I can boost it up a little bit so it doesn't die on the test bed. Right, the frequencies, we've got 15 kHz or 30. I've gone for the 15 kHz because 30 seems a bit extreme. 15 is pretty well all-round average. And then you've got your sort of frequencies in between that where you can sort of tune things out. Other detectors, EMI, etc., which doesn't really do an awful lot. What we got next? Disk mode and disk level. Disk depth, meaning really it's a scale between I think 0 and 15. Preset is about 8, which is a middle. If you're using it on sort of like 1 or 0 or whatever, it only discriminates to about 2 inches. And put it on 15 or something, it loses depth, but it actually discriminates to target, so you get some sort of graph coming up. And of course a positive ID number, hopefully. So I've got that on 12, which is a sort of happy medium if you like, somewhere along the line, because I've put it on sort of the default of 8 and it doesn't do an awful lot, to be perfectly. Right, so we'll select that one, and we've got the ground balance, which gives you an option between manual and auto. I've manually ground balance this because I find that you need to do with golden masks, or you don't get very far. Power button, you got your threshold in the middle. Your power box, which is an amplifier, you got options of 1, 2 and 3 on that one, or low, high and medium. Again, you got options of 0, 1 and 2. 2 just makes it more erratic, which actually does a little bit more in terms of performance, but it's just getting happy medium with these things. I've got it on 1. And what we got here, we got the tone. I can alter the tone, I can alter the volume of the tone, and also the actual iron tone also. So that's the tone option. I put it on the highest tone. I like high tones. So we've got the power box on low at the moment. I say I'm going to have to put that into enter. Right, we've got low, so put it on to medium. Gives it a little bit more oomph. Gain, I can try and put that on 2, but I think I'll probably leave it on 1. I've tried 2 and it's not very stable at all. So we'll get on to the targets and see how it does. Apologies if you can't see the screen very well, but I've tried everything and I can't find a way of actually getting the angle right with my camera. So you have to bear with me on that one. Right, we've got the gold chain, 1 inch deep, 20 inches long, rolled into a ball. There's a bit of a mixed signal as you expected there, but you'll be quite happily digging that. 5 inch long gold chain. Not very keen on that at all. Some more Roman bronze. 3 inches. Quite happy with that. Small pewter button, 4 inches. Pewter button, 6 inches. So it's a bit of mixed signal on that. I probably presume that was iron, but might be worth a punt. 7 inches, I'm sure it isn't going to get anywhere near that. See where that coat comes in. Sort of like fluctuating between 0 and the low pluses. breaking up slightly. 10-inch deep copper ring. Just about getting that, so I'd probably take that. 8-inch deep copper ring. Very scratchy signals, they're not very inspiring really. Galena, 6 inches. It's into the coat category as you would imagine. Onto discrimination and separation. Iron cord 2 pence. Likes that one. Crown bottle top. But not so much that. If it gets on the edge of a coil, it rejects it. If it goes straight over the middle of it, it gets it. Low and high conductive coins. 1 inch apart, 8 inches deep. Just trying to see if it sees 2 targets or not. Don't think it's very accurate on that one. Same again, only 3 inches deep. So it's definitely seen 2 targets there. Ring pull and 20 pence. The ring pull and 20 pence. Both exactly the same. Low and high conductive coins. 3 inches deep with a steel staple in the middle. You can see it's seen all 3 of those, although it does help when you know what's down the hole. Right, onto low conductive coins. 4 inch deep, 5 pence. 5 inches. 6 inches. 7 inches. 8 inches. Not too convincing on that one. Try 9 inches. It's diggable, I suppose. 10 inches. The actual identification is going right down to the depth of the coin now, although it's misidentifying it. Touch and go. Cut quarters. Try the 4 inch one. Not great. 2 inch. Obviously a lot better. 5 inch. Yeah. 5 pences on edge. Try the 5 inch one. Down the length. 6 inches. 7 inches. High conductive coins. We start with a George 3rd 8 8 inches. Pushing its limits there a bit. And go for the 9 inch one. Very strained, scratchy signals. It's really as if it's trying. You're not quite getting there. Georgian 8 on edge, 6 inches. 7 inches. Just about. You have to be quite used to one of these, I suppose, before you knew what to dig in some of these extreme cases. Cartwheel penny, 10 inches. I don't know why I'm trying that. I just actually get it a bit strained again, but go back to the 9 inch one. bit better. And 11 inch. Nope. Cartwheel pennies on edge, 7 inches. Cartwheel pennies on edge, 8 inches. Nine inches. Nope. Onto the artifacts. Large musket ball, 4 inches. 7 inches. Small buckle, 6 inches. Small bottle, 8 inches. Set as iron, like a lot of detectors do, for whatever reason. Fibula, 3 inches. Five-inch fibula. Also on this bottle, 15 inches. It's a bit ambitious. Actually gets there. Large musket ball, 10 inches. Oh, a fibula is 7 inches, we'll try that. Not going to get any bit over, so on to the silver coins. 6-inch deep Victorian silver threepenny bit. Sixpence, 7 inches. Shilling, 8 inches. Out of the first hammered penny, 6 inches. Hammered threepenny bit, 8 inches. Milled silver threepenny bit, 8 inches. The actual information coming at me on the screen actually goes deeper now than the actual audio. 9-inch deep, sixpence. So finish off with the iron targets and hoards. Horseshoe, 6 inches. Iron bottle, 6 inches. 20 pence, 8 inches deep with 3 nails sitting on top of it. We pull it back and it sees the iron more, move it forward. It's still a pretty mixed signal. I'll probably dig it. Same again, only the nails are now 4 inches above the 20 pence. Just see my nails there, just get in front of it a bit. Goes now diagonally under the nails and picks the 20 pence up. Right, won't get that. Knife blade, 2 inches, 2 copper rivets sticking up to it. We're crackling like mad over the iron. Get round to where we can get the copper rivets. Yeah, not diggable. Large nail, 6 inches deep with 20 pence sitting on top of it. Not too convincing. There's a lot of very sort of iffy signals, if we like. Coke, 1 inch. Half penny, 6 inches. That's a Coke coming at you +9 and whatever. Yours your halfpenny. Just in front of it, get him up. Pen knife, that's absolutely everything good. Horseshoe, 2 inches, 20 pence, 6 inches. See if it gets you to diagonally. 20 pence, 2 inches, or shoe 6 inches. 6 halfpennies stacked on top of each other, 11 inches deep. Again, the visual target information that's coming at me is just about working, but there's no audio as such. I don't know whether they could dig it on the strength of that, but I've been using these detectors for a while and you might be able to recognise that as a diggable signal. 100 mixed coins in a pot 20 inches deep. Same again, really. 6 halfpennies in a row on edge 2 inches deep. And from the other way, gets it quite happily. Not a big fan, as you probably notice, of golden masks. They're just too oddball for me. You just don't get any positive feedback half the time from the signals. Oh, that wasn't a great detector, was it? I think I'd give up detecting if I had to use one of those. No idea what was happening half the time. Most of the signals, according to the information on the screen, were iron. All the little bars were all spread across, which normally means iron. I think it's probably a good detector if you want to just find things in the top 6 or 7 inches, but I don't think I'll be using one anytime soon. Well, I think my scoring on that detector was a little bit generous, to say the least. I think I could easily have creamed another 20 targets off that. And I've given it the benefit of the doubt on a lot of the targets. It was pretty grim. Most of the videos I'm actually putting up on YouTube at the moment were made last year or the early part of this year, except for the odd one like the XP icon and similar. Reason being I haven't done any new videos lately is because, the dry weather's killing it off a bit, really. I'm losing depth on the test bed. Normally, if you haven't had any rain for 4, 5, 6 weeks or whatever, then it's not too bad, but it's been about 2 months now here since we had any rain, and I took my man to court on the test bed yesterday, and there was a lot of targets that it would normally have got, but it didn't get, mainly the deeper targets. I do have about half a dozen more videos on my computer that I can finish off and put up in the near future. But as for any new ones, I'm going to have to wait till the weather changes a bit. I've got several detectors here at the moment I would like to start testing. But I'm sure the weather will change soon and we'll be back to normal again. So thanks for watching anyway, and catch you soon. Bye for now.